today I want to go where many men have explored and never returned. Data. Let's face it, we are surrounded by data. For example, my average day is quite dull. I sit at a laptop, I record podcasts, I write articles, I update social media and make a few telephone calls, take my dog for a walk, go for a run and listen to a few podcasts, or even watch a bit of Netflix. Nothing exciting about that at all, right? But you could look at it another way. My watch checks my heart rate, counts my steps. Spotify, Last.fm monitors what songs I like and will recommend others and other playlists to me in the same way as Amazon and Netflix does a similar service. And every podcast, article or social media post has a wealth of metrics, including engagement levels that could essentially determine any future success. Even the mundane is surrounded by data. Now let's take that into the world of business and using data to truly understand your customers and prospects. As co-founder and CEO of Profitwell, which was formerly Price Intelligently, Patrick Campbell is using proprietary industry data on over 8,000 businesses to help some of the world's best companies, such as Zapier and Wistia, for example. And they help them to identify the best pricing and growth opportunities that are actually working today. So can we make data sound sexy? I don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. Buckle up and hold on tight so I can beam your ears all the way to the US so we can speak with Patrick Campbell from Profitwell and learn more about how he's encouraging businesses to work hard on using data to understand the profile and psyche of their customers by building quantified buyer personas. So a massive warm welcome to the show, Patrick. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, great question. So I'm Patrick Campbell. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Profitwell. Used to be called Price Intelligently, and we basically help subscription businesses with a couple of things. We give free subscription financial metrics, a way that allow people to basically see their monthly recurring revenue and their analytics, and then we make money by selling products to help them with their cancellations as well as with their pricing and a couple of other things. And so, yeah, long story short, that's kind of the professional side, and the personal side, there's not much except for the professional side. So for better and for worse there. But yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, which is in the middle of the U.S. I studied econometrics and math in college, and then kind of worked in tech my whole career in a couple of different capacities.
Fantastic. So upon researching you guys, I quickly learned that Profitwell is the first business intelligence platform to actually bring together all of the business's reoccurring revenue, such as business's financial, usage and attribution data, and bring it all into one place. That's insight laden, absolutely accurate, and 100% free. Now that bit got me thinking a little bit, so we'll delve into that a little bit later. But can you just tell me a little bit more about how you do this, and maybe provide a few use cases just to enable listeners to visualize exactly what it is that you do?
Yeah, totally. So it's basically the long story short is when you think about a business, and it doesn't matter exactly what your business is, but for us, we target subscription businesses, right? And that's SaaS, software as a service, subscription boxes, subscription media, all types of different types of subscriptions. And the beauty of kind of the subscription model is that, it bakes the relationship directly into how you make money. So that particular user, they buy that subscription, and if they, basically, no longer see the value, or you screw up or something like that, then they're going to end that relationship by canceling that subscription. And so with that kind of preface, what's kind of fascinating in the subscription world and in the business world in general is that it used to be there wasn't as much competition, there wasn't as much kind of, problems, in terms of building a business. It was still hard, but it was hard to build the thing or to build the product. Marketing and sales, it was easier because there just wasn't as much noise out there. Again, it was still hard, but it wasn't as hard as it is today. And so because of how hard it is getting, and because of this new model, it's really, really important to understand who these customers are, how your business is functioning, where there are holes in your business, where there are problems, and kind of all of the above in terms of those kinds of concepts. And so what we do really specifically is our free product we plug into your billing system. So it could be, Stripe, Zora, Braintree, whatever you're using to actually build these subscription companies and customers. And what we end up doing is we basically give you insight into, here's how much monthly recurring revenue you have. Here's how many cancellations are happening. Here's how many people are buying more. Here's how many people are buying less. And just a whole suite of different analytics that then point to, hey, here's a problem. Hey, you have too many people canceling that look like this. Or here's something that's great. You have a ton of people doing this activity, which is awesome. And that allows a business to understand what works and what doesn't. And ultimately helps them, kind of focus on the right things, because it's getting harder and harder to grow that company.